Hello everyone and welcome to Daedalus Point, where we have a ZvZ for you today. Down here in the bottom right hand corner, fought for her country, for France, in the olden days. We have IDGI, which I don't know what that stands for. I think it's Internet Degenerates Grow Incompetent. Yeah, that's probably it. Internet Degenerates Grow Incompetent. We have DronofArc. And up in the top left-hand corner, playing as the Red Zerg, the ever-stylish Richtophen. Oh, did you see that? That camera work. Oh. GSL, hire me. Best observer NA. So, ZvZ on Daedalus. This is the unedited form of Daedalus, I do believe. Yes, this is the one with the very large ramp. So it was before the latest patch, which actually cut this ramp in half, which will make expanding very hard for both these players to actually expand and keep it safe. There is a very large ramp, so a lot of Baneling pressure is going to be very good. Gasless expands not so good, as we do see already DronofArc taking a gas and a pull. And Richtophen deciding to go with that gasless expand I said would be so risky. Yeah. I was just reading chat for a minute. On Twitch TV, I do live stream all my casted games over at Twitch TV/imp_SC. So go over there, follow me there. I will start casting my games every Sunday afternoon while I'm just sort of hanging out at home. It's a good time for me to do that. So if you guys want to come by, I might even do some live casted games with viewers if this becomes big enough of a thing on Sundays where I just have a lot of viewers in my channel and we're playing games. It'll be a lot of fun. So drop on by. You know, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. It helps a lot. Like this video. Do all that. If you like my casting, tell me why. If you hate my casting, tell me why. If you just don't like me as a person, well, you're an asshole, because all I'm doing is casting StarCraft. So you need to not judge people as harshly, and you need to live a happier life, because you are a sad person who probably likes to live on the internet. You are an internet degenerate who grows incompetent. That's what you are at that point. So, there's that. If you want to replay cast, just send it to the email, which I will have in the description below. It's impcastdropbox@gmail.com. Send me your replays. If they're good, if they're bad, please don't send them. I won't cast them. So we do have queens popping out from both these players now. Speed just about to finish up from DronofArc, the French Zerg player. I'm going to guess that he/she is French just because DronofArc was. I believe, right? I'm going to look stupid if DronofArc was not French, but I'm pretty sure. I'm like 92% sure. No, I'm higher percent sure than that. I am almost certain DronofArc was French. Like, there's little doubt in my mind that she was a French lady. I'm pretty certain. I watched Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure. I know she was French. Speed not yet finished up for Richtophen, who did end up going for that earlier expansion. And the Baneling Nest also not yet finished. Let's see if he can get good Baneling connections with these two Banelings coming in. Oh, an excellent connection actually there with the Zerglings and picking off the Queen. DronofArc is going to get out of there as well, as Richtophen's Zerglings do catch chase, but I don't think there's enough of them to... Well, actually, DronofArc is going to try to go dart back in, making a lot of Banelings, reinforcing with more Zerglings. Richtophen's going to have to make those defensive Banelings as natural if he wants to keep this. This is why I said this gasless expand is so hard to say during a cast. You'd be surprised. This gasless expand was so risky from Richtophen because he's really going to have to try to hold this. He's going to have good baneling trades. Oh! Just like that. DronofArc, a little bit of a misstep there. That baneling going off on a lot of those Zerglings. This is a diamond level game, by the way, folks. So these are 2 diamond level players. As a diamond, you should know better than that. Oh, I'm on the wrong vision on accident. I should be on everybody's vision. Behind this, let's see what the drone counts are looking like. Fairly even for both players. DronofArc with a slight Zergling lead. Oh, whoa. Shoddy camera work. And Richtophen just getting good baneling connections, which is what he needs to make this risky expansion pay off for himself. And DronofArc is just getting outplayed in the Ling baneling war. Early game ZvZ is so fun to watch just because of how much of a knife fight it becomes between the 2 players, often described as such. Richtophen now with his lair on the way. He's going to be trying to get up probably Mutalisks is the common transition that we see in ZvZ. And it's now switched where DronofArc is on the back foot because of the trades that Richtophen's been able to take. Even more, I think those were good trades for Richtophen, as most of the Zerglings are going to go down for DronofArc. DronofArc did hold, but not trading too well. Well, actually, as I look at it, DronofArc is actually getting the better end of the trades. Maybe I missed something. It feels like Richtophen is in the lead here, though. Does have melee +1 upgrades ahead of his opponent. He has lair ahead of his opponent. He's also working his way up to a Roach Warren. Evo Chambers just starting, as well as the lair. For DronofArc grabbing even more gas. Zergling's going to come into this base uncontested. There are just 2 banelings here. As long as he can get good trades, Zerglings need to be careful of those banelings. Okay, that was good for Richtophen, that baneling going off. He's going to be able to get some drone kills here, maybe a queen. Nice surrounding the queen with those drones, not letting it go down, as the queen is just going to be able to pick away at those Zerglings. That is a very nice trick. I rarely see anybody do that, where they actually surround their queen with their Zerglings to prevent it from going down. Queen, you don't want to be doing that. You're going to hurt your babies in that spawning pool. What are you doing? Don't do that. Oh my god, if this spawning pool... Okay, alright. If he had killed that spawning pool, that would have been gold. That would have been so beautiful. I probably would have GG'd. If I'm a Zerg player and I kill my own spawning pool with a queen, I GG. I get out. Supply is relatively even for both players here. Going into the mid game, as DronofArc does decide to take a third. Also, both players, I believe, going for that Mutalisk transition. Did I see a Spire? No, Richtophen actually opting to go for Roaches, as Roach speed and 7 Roaches are on the docket. Any Roaches out in the field yet? The answer is no, just the 7. I believe they just popped, though. Yeah, so those 7 Roaches just popped. DronofArc deciding to go for Muta, so it's going to be Muta versus Roaches. Where obviously the Roach player is going to be wanting to push in the Muta player as much as possible. And the Muta player is going to want to try to kill off those Roaches before they can do too much damage. I do like how DronofArc is set up here with their, I'll say his, because let's face it, most StarCraft players are men. There's women in the scene, very few and far between. I wish there were more, because esports knows no gender. I would love everybody to get into the world of StarCraft and into the world of esports. But it's going to be hard for every cast, for every player saying his or her, so I'm just going to say his. And if it's a lady, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. Did you see a Hydralisk Den coming down for Richtophen? So he will be going for that Roach Hydra mix to deal with those Muta, which I don't know if he knows are on the way.
Our forces are
No, but he can probably safely assume by this point, if he hasn't seen any roaches, it's probably going to be Muta, as they are revealed to him. This third base is in some danger, though. And Richtophen's actually going to get this. There's actually no stopping these ferocious roaches. Which is fun to say, by the way. If you have never said ferocious roaches, try it right now. You won't be sorry. Ferocious roaches. Roaches the ferocious. It's so good. It's such a good phrase. I don't know why nobody else uses that a lot. Ferocious roaches. It just rolls off the tongue. We do see the ferocious roaches going down, though, to these Muta, as DronofArc does manage to hold his natural. Losing that third, though, is a big deal in ZvZ. As Richtophen does have his own third up now. He's going to be planting some spores down there to deal with any sort of Muta counterattack. Spore is obviously really effective against Mutas. And now some Hydralisks going to come out in the field. If he can get this third again with these Zerglings, that's going to be huge. And he does get the cancel, which will delay that third even more for DronofArc. DronofArc is in a really bad state right now. Even though he has the supply lead, there's 13 Hydras coming out in the field, joined by a couple Roaches. But there's just no third base down. What DronofArc needs to be doing is running in and trying to kill off this third, but those spores are going to make it so hard for the Muta to get involved in that activity. Muta are going to be like the deadbeat parents of killing the third base. They're going to be involved in their Zerglings' lives while they go in there and deal with the spores. But they will be involved in killing the Hydra. His Banelings will make connections. That was exactly what DronofArc needed. Now, if only they can get some good trades, they do zoom out to catch the reinforcements coming to the natural. Getting the Overlord's not a bad choice, actually. That can really mess up a Zerg, because you have to use your larva to also build your supply depots, aka your Overlords. There's a bit of a counterattack going on down here, a Roachling counterattack. These Roaches do have speed, right? They look extraordinarily slow. No, they don't have speed yet. What happened to Roach speed? It must have gotten canceled at some point and restarted. Wouldn't have gotten canceled in favor of Burrowing Claws, though, because Burrow's not researched, as the third base will go down again for DronofArc. DronofArc with his own Roaches. Was it? No, DronofArc doesn't have speed. So Richtophen definitely had speed. Okay, Roaches were looking slow to me for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's the map battle set. So this is turning into an interesting Roach battle, as ZvZ does tend to do in the mid to late game, where Muta become less and less effective. DronofArc just having the macro, though, to just outmass his opponent. We do have 1-1 Roaches to 1-0 Roaches. That double Evo chamber really coming into handy. Just the single Evo chamber, I believe, from Richtophen. Yep, just one Evo chamber. And these Roaches doing a lot of damage. As soon as these spores go out, the Muta are left on the field, which there are some of. There is an amount of Muta still left. There's 8 Muta. They're going to be able to come in and kill this third base. And DronofArc just coming back and playing so well. A little back and forth in the beginning of the game, but I believe we are closing in on a GG here soon. There's nothing that can contest with this Roach force. Supply getting out of control for Richtophen, who drops the GG. And there we go, as DronofArc moves on to a victory in this game. And decides to kill some more base. We'll let DronofArc knock himself out with, that Baneling Nest needed to die. Yep. And dancing the Roaches before DronofArc leaves the game. That was a really good game. I enjoyed that ZvZ. It's really exciting. Once again, guys, if you do want to send in your replays, that's down below. It's impcastdropbox@gmail.com. Send in your replays. I will cast them, and if the casts are good, they will go up. So